Whoever digs a pit will fall into it by themselves, and he who rolls a stone will have it roll back to himself. Hello friends, this is Stella, your regular host on the Family Enrichment Hub, your center for family learning and for growth. Thank you for those of us who have kept it with the hub. Thank you for promoting the content that we share on this platform. I truly appreciate and celebrate you. Today I'm going to be continuing with another aspect of hurting people, hurt people, and that is they display a lot of malice in the way they relate with others. We've all experienced and witnessed the activities of malicious people, and they are all over us in the communities where we live, in our families, within our friends whom we interact and do life with, amongst our colleagues and peers in the workplace. Everywhere there is an example of a malicious person. Malice is a willful act of inflicting pain and suffering on others. Malice is the direct opposite of goodwill. Goodwill is a desire to see good and to seek out good for other people. So a malicious person automatically does not have goodwill for others. Allow me to share some of the areas where we see malice displayed within our different relationships. Look at our places of work, in the office spaces. We've all witnessed those unique people who are the carriers of very malicious gossip to the bosses. We've also witnessed the colleague who is so quick to slander the team members just so they can cause chaos and confusion amongst team members, and also many times to further their own personal and evil agendas. We've seen malicious people in our different marriages, the people whose work is just to cause pain, to cause suffering, to cause a lot of fire to light up within relationships. Malicious people are always the ones who know which partner is cheating on the other within a marital space. They are always the ones who are transporters of very damaging reports between couples. They always have the latest, the hottest, and the most destructive rumors concerning really private and personal stuff within the confines of people's homes. Malicious people love to sow discord where people are living peacefully. Actually, peace is a fertile ground for malicious people to jump in and just cause a lot of chaos. Malicious people hate good news in people's lives. When they cannot do anything to reverse the good news, they would rather vulgarize and demean it. Malicious people carry every word that you speak and share with them, and they can use it at any moment as a weapon against you. Malicious people love to spill secrets of a very personal nature to whoever cares to listen, even people who have totally no business with what is being discussed. Malicious people love to distort and twist facts for their personal benefit. Malicious people love to cause confusion between dating couples. They always go around on either side, throwing around very destructive words. And for some, they even take it a notch higher and begin hitting on a partner within the relationship, and then turn around and create a lot of untold pain and suffering between couples. Malicious people believe that good things do not deserve to be happening to others. Every good thing should be happening just to them alone. It is worth noting that, like we are always told, when you sow a seed, expect that a time is coming when you're going to collect the harvest of what you sowed. When you sow one seed, don't expect to harvest one seed. you're going to harvest in multiples. So every time that you sow discord, you're sowing malice amongst people. Know that there is a day of reckoning, a day of the harvest, when all the malice you've sowed in other people's lives is actually going to come back into your own life. Like they say, the cook is the first to taste the food that they are cooking. Whatever malice you're cooking in other people's lives, it is going to end up on your head. Like the scriptures also teach us that the farmer is the first to eat of the harvest of their crop. As long as you keep brewing and sowing discord through malicious activities in the lives of others, you're going to be the first casualty of all your malice. We are also rightly told that miserable thoughts produce miserable outcomes and they produce miserable lives in people. As you keep sowing malice in other people's lives, it is a confirmation that your heart, your mind, and your spirit are actually loaded with misery. They are loaded with pain. They are loaded with poison. They are loaded with toxicity. And so you're only confirming to us through your acts of malice that that is what you carry. That is what you stand for. That is what you represent. As a malicious person, you're full of poison. And so you look for every opportunity to keep unleashing the poison that is loaded within your spirit. You're loaded with heavy baggage. You need help because you're extremely toxic to the society. What is the impact of being malicious as a person? Malice creates a lot of distraction to yourself as an individual. Like we've said, that every time that you do these wicked and evil acts to others, they will come back to you. The harvest will start from your head. And so malice is destructive to yourself, to your family, and to the society. Nobody wants to deal with somebody whom they are not certain about. Nobody wants to deal with somebody who is a social misfit, because malice makes you a social misfit. It isolates you from people. It causes you to live in a place where you're just alone. Nobody trusts you because of your malicious ways. Society views you as a snake, actually, which is just ready to bite at them. Malice will cause you to live a very isolated and lonely life. It is worth noting that you need to do self-reflection and meditation on your life. If this speaks to you, if you know you've lived a life that has been characterized by only malicious sins in other people's lives, reflect on your life and purpose to change within you. Purpose to change the negative trajectory of your life and turn it around into a positive one that is going to make you a useful member to the society and to your family. Allow me to conclude with this. Opening and cleaning wounds is a very painful process, but it's more painful to remain wounded all your life. When you're loaded with malice, you are actually like a wounded person who needs to be treated. And so you owe it to yourself to get healing through spiritual cleaning, and you will become useful to yourself, useful to your family, and useful to the society. Thank you, friends, for listening in. Kindly share widely, for I believe this is how we shall truly transform our societies through the family. God bless you. Catch you in 2 weeks' time again. Bye.